Do you know what the cell do if there is an injury?
It will die.
No. First it will adapt.
Adapt? What do you mean?
I will show you animation about adaptation. Cell adaptation. If we see a close-up view of any healthy body, we will see happy normal cells, maintaining its steady state. But if the cell is injured, that steady state will change. What happens if continuing damaging the cell? The cell will be adapt. What is the adaptation? Adaptation is a reversible changes in the number, size, phenotype, metabolic activity, or functions of the cell in response to changes in their environment. There are two types of adaptation: physiologic adaptation, and it's normal, like aging, and pathologic adaptation, for example in bacterial infection. When the cell is able to adapt for any cell injury. The cell injury should be mild, and the change here occur in the function and morphology, and that change is reversible after removing the injury or the damaging factor. The adaptation can be different type. The first type called atrophy, and that is a shrinking in size of the cell, and it causes decrease in the workload, but the cell here is not dead. The atrophy can be occurred by several factors. It can be loss of innervation, diminished blood supply, inadequate nutrition, loss of endocrine stimulation, and finally, aging. And the example of atrophy can be bone fracture. The broken leg shrink in size. Hypertrophy is the opposite of atrophy. It increases in size of the organ and cell, and it causes increase in workload. It induced by growth factor and occur in the cell is unable to divide. And the example for that, in the weightlifter, they get chiseled body by hypertrophic skeletal muscle. The third type called hyperplasia. It's increase in the cell number, response to hormone or other growth factor. It occurs in cells are able to divide. As an example for hyperplasia, estrogen-induced enlargement of the breast and uterus during the pregnancy. The final type called metaplasia. It is change in phenotype of differentiated cells, often response to chronic irritation, may result in reduced functions. And the example for that, the smoker bronchi and trachea cells are changed in phenotype to be able to survive from the noxious chemical in the smoke.
This is interesting. I will search more. Thank you.
Welcome.